What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for we compare an All-Pro Football 2K here to Madden 20. Just player fluidity, movement, and blocking. Take a look at All-Pro Football here. Yes, that block on number 51 could be improved if they were still making this on an next-gen console, but you can see where my blocks are set. You can see players going downfield. There's a fluidity to this. When we go to Madden and I actually score a touchdown Madden, I don't see that same fluidity. I see a lot of jerkiness in the way these blocks are set up. Very difficult to read. So just taking a look at right here, as the halfback approaches line of scrimmage again, you can see basically 3 blocks set there on the screen. When you go back to Madden, there is really 1 block set, and it's from the tight end, number 85. That's why, in my opinion, Madden just doesn't have fluidity in its running game. Now, I want you to pay very close attention here. Miles Jack, number 44, and number 74, the lineman, because they're going to connect to each other right here on a block. Watch Jack's feet. He does a very unconventional move and kind of side strafes, then cuts to the left, and then is pulled into a block here with the lineman. Now, the other thing I want you to notice, number 88, he's not going out to actually target block. He's not going out to block one of these players. He's just going out there. And when you don't have a target, a lot of times what happens is Maddens, they just collect random players. So he kind of collects them both, but he doesn't really block either one of them. To show this from the opposite angle, I want you to pay attention to the safety. This is very poor safety reactions, and we're going to show All-Pro Football, single high safety both games. You know where this lane is. You know he's going to spin. Watch how early this safety commits to running and turning. So he's turning right here 12 yards away from the halfback. That's why he gets blocked. You learn not to do this in actual football. So when you look at this and you're watching it, and to me it just seems very animation driven, overpowered almost by animations. Sure, you know, you're running the ball, you're scoring a touchdown, but I don't see fluidity in that gameplay. I don't see realistic movements in that gameplay. We compare it to All-Pro Football, even slowed down. I mean, this game, whether it's animation quality, whether it's animation blending, whatever the case may be, even with that one poor block on number 51, the fluidity of this game just looks so much better than what we have from EA Sports. Now, to the point about the safety, I want you to understand the committing that late in Madden puts him in a position to be blocked. Now, I'm glad there's a single high safety in All-Pro Football, because as we go over and look, I want you to understand when he commits, he's running down to try to limit the options that the ball carrier has. But he's not making this cut over until he's about 5 yards away. In the background, you've got really good pursuit by number 24, and this allows that safety not to get trapped, but rather to limit the way the halfback can run. Pin him to the outside, pin him to the sideline so your other players can come over. But when you commit so late, you really leave so much of the field open and yourself susceptible to being blocked. So to me, night and day between these two games in terms of what they look like visually. And I saw so many people talk about player movement and how fluid the game looked this year. And I'm telling you, to me, when you look at them side by side, there's no comparison still between these two games. All-Pro Football, whether you love the game or hate the game, looks so much more fluid than Madden, and it really shouldn't be that way coming from a prior gen console. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. I will be back in the week with more commentary.